Why should anyone want only partial truth? Because they expect what they want to hear from the Guru as the enlightenment or self-realization to bring them bliss. They expect the Guru to give them bliss. They say, what do I expect from the Guru? Self-realization, enlightenment. No. They expect the Guru to give them something which will bring them bliss.
Permanent happiness, pleasure without pain, comfort in all situations in life.
And don't forget special powers.
But one question, Ramesh, for you is many masters I've been connected with, including yourself, is this question you brought up about migraine, for example. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, Osho had the same problem for years. Krishnamurti had the same problem for many, many years.
Yes.
I think he maybe even died with this problem. And he lived until he was 90-something, and still he had this problem of migraine. Now, in your case, it suddenly disappeared after 4 years.
It disappeared at my age of 60.
Yeah. Now, Osho was the same. He went visiting some house, some friends, and he went in the shower, and they had mixed up the hot and the cold, and he turned on the cold shower, and it was boiling hot. And when it hit his head, the migraine went forever. Yeah, never came back. I remember you told the story about about your situation. About your situation. how you don't go visiting somebody yet. But I've heard this about other people who were enlightened as well. This issue. I mean, in a sense, sometimes I feel that everything that happens to all of us is like a testing ground from existence. Yeah. Because the energy.
No, wait a minute.
We've been given.
This testing ground.
Yeah.
I cannot accept Karuna for one thing. Everything is God. Who is testing whom? For what?
But there's a body-mind organism.
Who is testing whom? For what?
There's a body-mind organism. And is that body-mind organism...
Body-mind organism is a three-dimensional object.
Yes.
Inert object.
But is that object capable of receiving the energy which you have received, which Osho received, which Krishnamurti received? Is this body-mind object capable of receiving that energy, its connection with the source? Yeah, is it capable of receiving that, or does it still have some games going on, or some?
The point that I'm making is there is no question of the capability. Every single ego is identified consciousness. Every single ego is connected to the source.
Yes, but
every ego is connected to the source. Therefore, every ego is fundamentally the source. But that connection gets broken in daily living. Every time you get involved in daily living, every time you enjoy something too much, refuse something too much, the connection gets broken. And the broken connection means suffering. So the breaking of the connection stops. The connection remains constant, which means the end of the suffering of the broken connections. Then what is the final happiness? End of the suffering of broken connections.
And this is what the Guru don't teach, how to remain with this connection unbroken. They don't know?
So my point is, I tell people who come here, forget enlightenment, forget the unbroken connection, only seek personal happiness for you. Only thing is, make sure what the happiness is. Therefore, I told you, I don't even bother about self-realization. I don't even bother about enlightenment. I am concerned with the totally selfish object of being personally happy. So pursuing my own happiness has led me to the source.
As a byproduct.
Pursuing my own selfish happiness, pursuing that has led me to self-realization and enlightenment, or to the source. By the giant leap that the happiness I am seeking is not to be found in the flow of life, but in my relationship with the earth. That is the big leap. That is the big denial.
But this is
big leap is, I'm not the doer of it. No human being is capable of doing anything. The great denial is the denial of personal doership.
But this is a beautiful happening.
It's a lovely happening.
Right.
So I repeat again, the only reason why I have answered for any question from you is that I have already asked myself that question and made myself miserable until I had the proper answer. So I have the answer for you. Whether you are able to accept my answer or not is your destiny, God's will, cosmic law. If you are able to accept it, you will also have the happiness.
But not only accept it, but also that this acceptance is total, complete surrender to the sense of doership.
No, what you are talking about, Gonzalo, is the mechanism of it. Mechanism of it. Who cares for the mechanism? The fundamental point again, what every person seeks as enlightenment turns out to be the most selfish point of pursuing personal happiness. What I am saying is, pursuing enlightenment leads you to all kinds of being a good man, being a kind man, giving a lot in charity, all kinds of things you get muddled into. But pursuing your own personal happiness, what is the happiness I want? And we come to the conclusion, the happiness I want is a harmonious relationship with the other, which is the great denial, the giant leap, whatever you call it. But as you know, I don't give anything any big name. I keep it simple. So, any question? You have a question? Don't hesitate, please. Don't suppress your question. However important or however silly. Come. But the tears in your eyes show me that there's been a good impact.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
And for that reason, we keep a box of tissue paper there. Nobody gave you that. Go ahead. Your name is?
Anna.
Anna. Yeah.
I don't know if it's not a question, but...
Oh, were you sitting here yesterday?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Annie and John.
Yes.
Okay, Annie, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm very touched about this end of hatred of myself and hatred of others. It's just what I want.
That is the whole point. You don't want any positive happiness, because any positive happiness can only be part of the pleasure.
And I know headaches and I know migraine. And I recognize so much when you say, when it stops, it's just like,
Therefore,
and I want just this stop of this suffering.
Yeah. Therefore, the ultimate point I'm making, and here, the happiness everyone is seeking is not anything positive, but the negative of the end of the suffering. That is why the Buddha was so accurate. I had two questions which no one could answer. One, what is enlightenment? More important, what will enlightenment do for me for the rest of my life if I do become enlightened, that I didn't have before, which is the most practical one. And I struggled with it and finally got my answer from my own ultimate understanding. And then after that, because that was my destiny, I came across the fact that the Buddha was the only one who had given those answers 3,000 years ago. What is enlightenment? According to the Buddha, enlightenment means the total acceptance of the fact that events happen, deeds are done, consequences happen, but there is no individual doer of any deed. Then, what is the happiness I get out of it? Buddha is beautifully accurate. He said enlightenment means the end of suffering. Buddha does not say enlightenment means bliss. Buddha says enlightenment means the end of suffering. And what is the suffering? We know, the load of hatred for myself and the load of hatred for the others. Isn't that beautiful? So, any questions? Yeah, Murti.
शुरू करूं? गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमो आदिरूपा ओंकार स्वरूपा विश्वाचिया रूपा माय बापा तुझिया सत्तेने तुझे गुण गाओ तेने सुखी राहू सर्व काळा तूची श्रोता तूची वक्ता ज्ञानासी अंजना सर्व होणे जाणे तुझ्या हाती तुका म्हणे येते नाही मी तूपणा स्तवावे ते कवणा कवणा लागी। नमो आदिरूपा ओंकार स्वरूपा विश्वाचिया रूपा माय बापा ओंकार स्वरूपा सद्गुरु समर्था ओंकार स्वरूपा सद्गुरु समर्था अनाथांच्या नाथा तुझं नमो तुझं नमो तुझं नमो तुझं नमो तुझं नमो। ओंकार स्वरूपा सद्गुरु समर्था अनाथांच्या नाथा तुझं नमो तुझं नमो तुझं नमो तुझं नमो तुझं नमो। नमो माय बापा गुरु कृपा घना तोडिया बंधना माया मोहा नमो माय बापा गुरु कृपा घना तोडिया बंधना माया मोहा मोह जाण माझे कोण निरशील तुझ वीण दयाळा सद्गुरुराया तुझ वीण दयाळा सद्गुरुराया तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो ओंकार स्वरूपा सद्गुरु समर्था अनाथांच्या नाथा तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो सद्गुरुराया माझा आनंद सागर त्रैलोक्य आधार गुरुराव त्रैलोक्य आधार गुरुराव त्रैलोक्य आधार गुरुराव गुरुराज स्वामी असे स्वयं प्रकाश त्यापुढे उदास चंद्र रवी त्यापुढे उदास चंद्र रवी त्यापुढे उदास चंद्र रवी रवी शशी अग्नी निरतिजा रूपा स्वप्रकाश रूपा नेणे वेद स्वप्रकाश रूपा नेणे वेद स्वप्रकाश रूपा तुझ नमो तुझ नमो ओंकार स्वरूपा सद्गुरु समर्था अनाथांच्या नाथा तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो एका जनार्दनी गुरु परब्रह्मा एका जनार्दनी गुरु परब्रह्मा तयाचे परिणाम सदामुखी तयाचे परिणाम सदामुखी तयाचे परिणाम सदामुखी ओंकार स्वरूपा सद्गुरु समर्था अनाथांच्या नाथा तुझ नमो 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 तुझ सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझ सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे सगुण निर्गुण एको गोविंदू रे एको गोविंदू रे तुझ सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझ सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे अनुमानेना अनुमानेना श्रुतीने तिने म्हणती गोविंदू रे श्रुतीने तिने म्हणती गोविंदू रे तुझ सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझ सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझ दृश्य म्हणो की अदृश्य रे तुझा दृश्य म्हणो की अदृश्य रे दृश्य अदृश्य एक गोविंदू रे दृश्य अदृश्य एक गोविंदू रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझा आकार म्हणो की निराकारू रे तुझा आकार म्हणो की निराकारू रे आकारू निराकारू एक गोविंदू रे आकारू निराकारू एक गोविंदू रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझा स्थूल म्हणो की सूक्ष्म रे तुझा स्थूल म्हणो की सूक्ष्म रे स्थूल सूक्ष्म एक गोविंदू रे स्थूल सूक्ष्म एक गोविंदू रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे निवृत्ती प्रसादे ज्ञानदेव बोले ज्ञानदेव बोले बाप रखुमा देवी वरू विठ्ठलू रे निवृत्ती प्रसादे ज्ञानदेव बोले बाप रखुमा देवी वरू विठ्ठलू रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे सगुण निर्गुण एक गोविंदू रे एक गोविंदू रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे तुझा सगुण म्हणो की निर्गुण रे हेची दान दे ग देवा तुझा विसरण व्हावा विसरण व्हावा तुझा विसरण व्हावा हेची दान दे ग देवा तुझा विसरण व्हावा विसरण व्हावा तुझा विसरण व्हावा गुण गाईन आवडी हिची माझी सर्व जोडी माझी सर्व जोडी हिची माझी सर्व जोडी ना लागे मुक्ती धन संपदा ना लागे मुक्ती धन संपदा संत संग देई सदा संत संग देई सदा संत संग देई सदा तुका म्हणे गर्भवासी सुखे घालावे आम्हासी सुखे घालावे आम्हासी सुखे घालावे आम्हासी गुण गाईन आवडी हिची माझी सर्व जोडी माझी सर्व जोडी हिची माझी सर्व जोडी हेची दान दे ग देवा तुझा विसरण व्हावा विसरण व्हावा तुझा विसरण व्हावा हेची दान दे ग देवा तुझा विसरण व्हावा विसरण व्हावा तुझा विसरण व्हावा तुझे रूप चित्ती राहो मुखी तुझे नाम तुझे रूप चित्ती राहो मुखी तुझे नाम देह प्रपंचाचा दास सुखे करो काम सुखे करो काम तुझे रूप चित्ती राहो मुखी तुझे नाम देहधारी जो जो त्याचे विहित नित्य कर्म सदाचार सन्मार्गाचा आगळा न धर्म देहधारी जो जो त्याचे विहित नित्य कर्मा सदाचार सन्मार्गाचा आगळा न धर्मा तुला आवडे ते हाती घडी नित्य कर्मा